Alright, I had a revelation as I was driving home the other day. This jig that I made, this is the first version here. I wanted to have the aluminum extrusion register from the same point, and I also, there was some other things that were bugging me about this, but this works fine, but this I think is going to work better. So you can see now this side, there's specific sides here, and this is the side that you'll use to measure your workpiece, and then this side will set your saw kerf. So I've used it once. This was the old version. This was the first dado I made using it, and that fits nice and snug. And this is the one I just cut a little bit ago here, and this one fits. I've got just a little slop in there, just a fraction, but you can see I got a pretty good fit right off the saw again, and I'm pretty tight there. If I push against it, you can maybe see just a fraction of room there, and I'm going to kind of write that off to me being a little too quick. But let me show you how this one sets up in relation to my saw as opposed to that first version. Okay, so saw kerf, which I will set with my digital caliper. I didn't do it this time, but that's just, let's just say that is that measurement. And then this is your workpiece. Now the only thing that's different about this is that I've only got this much registration for the workpiece, where before I had this, I was able to remove this one all the way and able to get the registration all the way across here. Now I don't know if that made a difference when I set up or not. I could remove this if I wanted to and then use this whole edge if I thought that was necessary, but I don't think it will be. So what you're doing here, let's just say this is your workpiece. You're going to set it in like that and then register off it like so. Okay, so there's your opening, and there's your kerf of your dado stack. So I think that this will work out pretty well, and here's how it sets up. So if I make what I want to do generally is make the long cut first. Let me make sure I got everything in view here. I do, yeah. So long cut first, then I would take this and set my stop block here, butt it up against, lock it in place. Okay, so there's my long cut. And then as I take this out and reverse it, now I butt it up against my stop block, move my fence over, lock it down, make sure I'm snug, and there's my other cut, with the workpiece being on this side of the fence. So I think that that's going to be much better. I get the same, this way I get the same registration point on the fence, where before, let me see if I can show you this with the other one. I'll grab it here quick. Before I had one extrusion that was registering just on this tip, and the second extrusion was registering where both of these register now. So I think that's going to help down the road. So I'm going to go with this second version that you just reverse it, and I think that I'll get better results using it this way, even though I didn't really the first time out. Like I said, I was so quick to set it up that, you know, just a few thousandths of an inch off, and you're going to get that little bit of play that I got. Now when it comes to gluing something up like that, that may be an advantage. So anyway, there's my other version. I will give you a little heads up here on how I made this. So the cut order is, first of all, get yourself a nice square flat piece. Run your 2 grooves. Make your 2 cross cuts at 1 inch. Then you're gonna fill or make your 4-inch cut out here to remove all this material, and then drill your holes. And I'm just going to go with 1 hole on each of these now, but I think that's going to work out just fine. So there you go. That's my version 2 of this Max or Kerf maker on steroids. Thanks for watching.